Armed Venezuelan prison gang in Denver highlights map of U.S. sanctuary zones to avoid amid migrant crisis. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Agbar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. All right, and just when you thought things were bad, hey, this article highlights just how bad it's truly going to get when all hell breaks loose in this society, man. And like we've been telling you, all of these so-called migrants that's been brought here to, the states, some of them are here to receive mercy and salvation from the Lord. Those of them that are of the 12 tribes of Israel, and a lot of them are here to receive their judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, in whatever shape, form, and fashion, the Lord has that, to play out for, those individuals, man. But like we've been saying, hey, when all hell truly breaks loose in this society, man, when they bring this financial collapse, when all of these migrants that came here stop receiving these handouts, all of these benefits, the food stamps, the housing, the hotel rooms, when the coldness of winter. In a lot of these states where these migrants have been left to be in sanctuary cities, sanctuary counties, which this article shows you where all these migrants, and basically where all these laws are set in place in different states and counties, to where basically these migrants can do whatever the hell they want to do and not receive any backlash from the justice system. So when all hell truly breaks loose, when all the benefits run out, the handouts, the goodies, the food stamps, the free housing, what do you think these migrants are going to do with that third world mentality when they're told to go figure it out on their own? All right, they're going to go to where the haves, they're going to go to these cities to where all of you American people are, and they're going to go and take whatever they want by any means necessary, knowing that there's not going to be no full penalty of the law. There's not going to be any 911 coming, no ICE coming, no consequences for the actions. What the hell you think that's going to allow to happen here in this society, man? And you see, and this is why the things that are prophesied to happen here in Babylon the Great, we can see it is going to take place pretty soon. All right. And all of this shit was all orchestrated. It was all set up for it to be this way because these elites are trying to bring the order out of all the chaos that they're about to let take place here in this society. And a lot of these migrants, man, were a huge proponent of them being able to implement the further collapse of Babylon the Great. And they know all hell is going to break loose. Why the hell you think a lot of these elites, a lot of these well-to-do, rich millionaires, multimillionaires, damn near billionaires are all in the bunker game right now? Because they know the plans that are being set forth to take place here in this society, man. But I'm going to show you this article, man, and I'm going to read one precept, man, and to show you that we're in the times now to where, hey, the evil days are about to really take hold here on Babylon the Great. And especially right before this election is when they're going to start to really let a lot of this shit unfold and let a lot of the chaos begin. All right, it says law-abiding Americans should be made well aware of the cities, counties, and states that have laws, ordinances, and policies that obstruct immigration enforcement and shield illegal alien criminal from U.S. immigration and custom enforcement. And why you think during the whole pandemic they was letting Jake tear the cities down, defunding the police, making the job for these cops harder and harder, to where a lot of them are just retiring and throwing in their badge and saying, hey, the hell with being a cop, because ultimately, it's not even worth doing that, because they know that this was going to follow up right behind it. And wait till I show you this map showing you all the different counties and states that have laws that basically prohibits the law enforcement from basically regulating and locking these criminals up, man. All right, it says this is because the Biden-Harris administration has imported the third world into the first world, and with that comes elevated risk of violent crime and chaos. Remember, order, ab, chaos is the plan of these elites. And they have all these people here just for that specific purpose, man. And like I said, they're going to put the blame on Jake. They're going to put the blame on the Venezuelan and the MS-13. But you have a lot of these other migrants from Iran, from the so-called Middle East, from China, from Africa. A lot of them are going to be, a lot of them are sleeper cells. A lot of them behind closed doors, not really making too much noise. But eventually, they're going to get their call to tear shit up too. What do you think is going to happen when these Africans don't stop getting their handouts and their food stamps? Because remember, all these nations that came across the border, they're all receiving aid. They're all in these sanctuary cities too, but they're just putting the main focus on these Venezuelans. What the hell do you think is going to happen when a lot of these other migrants, these other people from these other countries stop receiving what they're going to get? They're going to resort to that third world mentality as well. So like it. Salaki, all right. So it says, footage of the Venezuelan prison gang Tren de Agua members raiding an apartment building with at least one AR-style rifle and pistols in the northern Denver suburb of Aurora shocked the nations last week about how quickly sanctuary cities run by far-left Democrats can spiral out of control after rolling out the red carpet to illegals. And you see, and we've seen all this. This is all nothing new. All right, we've seen these things. But like I said, they're only focusing on these so-called Venezuelan migrants, man. There's millions of other different migrants that are from different nations. Yeah, like I said, some from the Middle East, some from Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, Africa, China, different parts of Africa, from all over the world. People have been coming and flooding into the Americas, man. Like I said, receiving the red carpet. So what do you think is going to happen when these migrants are kicked flat on their ass, when this economy totally implodes and the handouts and the food stamps and the free housing, the monthly cash installments, all of that shit no longer benefits or is coming to a card near these migrants? What the hell you think is going to take place, man? They're going to resort back to that third world country, that third world mind state, and whatever they want, they'll take it by any means necessary, man. So we're going to literally see all hell break loose here in this society. See, let me get this real quick. You see, this is why eventually, let me get it. Where is it? This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, and it says, a time of the end, and at that time shall Michael stand up, that great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right. And that's how bad it's going to get out here, that Michael's got to have to stand up on the behalf of the elect, man. You see, and this is why, our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and our people returning back to the Lord before the evil days truly fall down upon this place. You got to get right with the Lord before then, because like it says, man, all hell is about to break loose. And we know that a lot of these migrants, a lot of these sleeper cells, they've been provided with, with caches of, to further push the chaos and to, do particular things when they get that call or when they get, the green light to do so. And it's going to be complete and utter chaos out here, man. And if you don't have the hedge of protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with you, you're going to be subjected to all of this evil that's about to take place here in this society. And it's just a matter of time. It says the big picture understanding is that sanctuary cities have imported millions of illegal aliens, some of which are prison gang members and have zero respect for first world laws. Defunding the police has also been pushed nationwide by Democrat lawmakers. With that comes the risk that local municipalities could become quickly overwhelmed. You see, and that's part of the agenda too. And like it says, it said they've imported millions of illegals, and like I said, a lot of these migrants that come from these different parts, They may not all be gang members, but some of them are rapists, some of them are murderers, some of them are, degenerates, some of them are have mental health issues, all type of problems. These people have been brought into this country unvetted and unchecked. A lot of them are carrying serious diseases, and hey, and it's all gonna eventually explode here pretty soon, man. And it says independent think tank Center for Immigration Studies have done the easy work for readers, outlining the cities, counties, and states with laws, ordinances, regulations, resolutions, policies, or other practices that obstruct immigration enforcement and shield criminals from ICE. In other words, these areas have a possibility of high risk for violent crime, and in our view, these areas should be avoided for safety reasons. Now look at this, man. Look at where all these sanctuary map of sanctuary cities, counties, and states. So all these places you see highlighted, which is pretty much all over the country, have laws in place to where these migrants can, when all hell break loose and they're out here running amok, taking and snapping and doing violent crimes, robbing, stealing, raping, pillaging. All these states and counties within America have laws that protect these migrants from being, persecuted, man. So they literally have all these different places around the states where they can run amok and go absolutely buck wild, man. And you can't see that this chaos that's coming is not orchestrated. And wait, like I said, in a lot of these places, well, it got a lot in Texas, but what do you think these people over here all on the East Coast, where pretty soon it's about to be colder than hell, when they're told, oh, we can't house you anymore, we can't give you any more handouts, we're going to roll back up that red carpet that we gave you while you were here in these hot summer months, all those benefits are gone. What the hell you think these people are going to do? All right, they're going to try to leave those brick cold places and go towards more warm places after they done did the damage in these places where they're at. So you can see, man, hey, this place is being set up for a complete and utter disaster, man. See, look at this guy. Philip Davis says, it will not matter who wins the election. The flood of illegals have a purpose in the overall plan that has been unfolding. Chaos as far and wide as possible. Massive spread across the nation. Like I said, when these people stop receiving those benefits, they're going to move. They're going to migrate. They're going to go to where they can get whatever they're going to need to get. And like I said, as it gets colder, we're going to see the East Coast get tore up first, and eventually they're going to work their way more towards the West, where it's warmer, where it's more, not so brutal weather, man. You see? And look at this. Here's the full list. States: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, New York, North Dakota, Oregon, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, Washington, Georgia. And these are all the counties, man. Oh, Idaho, Indiana, and all these different counties within these states. So they pretty much have sanctuaries all over the fucking country, man. To where, certain laws and ICE cannot come and convict and round up these migrants from doing their dirt, man. And you can see what this ultimately going to lead to, man. Look at this. The asterisk denotes the jurisdiction is part of a regional jail system. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty much all over the damn country, man. Look at that. It says the chaos erupting in Denver suburb driven by a Venezuelan prison gang is a wake-up call for Americans. It highlights how the Biden-Harris administration disastrous open border policies could cause the other sanctuary cities and areas to send into turmoil if the police are overwhelmed, and they will be. Look at this, how it took 50 minutes to assign this call. Where's the one I want you to see? Here we go. It says a cop tells a citizen who is reporting a crime committed by an immigrant, I have arrested a double homicide suspect in this city before. I let him walk out the door because we're sanctuary city. We do not report illegals, undocumented immigrants, man. So they've been given the free reign by the Biden administration, by the powers that be, with these sanctuary cities and laws to basically come in here and just completely just F stuff up, man. Without any repercussions, without any consequences of the law, which you can see is going to lead to utter chaos and civil war, and 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter to be fulfilled. All right, and this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. You see where this is going to escalate to? This prophecy being fulfilled. It says, "For there shall be sedition," meaning what? An uprising against the government. Like I said, you're gonna not only are you gonna have these migrants when the red carpet gets rolled back and they're not receiving their benefits, their food stamps, their cash, their their free hotel rooms, these these encampments where they're housing them and giving them top shelf treatment. But also you're going to have the American people. You're going to eventually blow up and lose it and get pissed off. They're going to start feeling like third world citizens, while these third world citizens are living first world lives, man. They're going to feel unappreciated. They're going to be pissed off. And they're going to be at each other's throat. They're going to be at the throat of the migrants when they get restless and they're taking things into their own hands, when they start receiving the benefits. And then you're going to have the American people going at these migrants to defend and protect what they have. And at the same time, they're going to be pissed at the powers, at the governors, at the mayors, at the so-called president at the time. So it's not going to matter who's going to be in office. It's all going to lead to chaos and civil war and destruction here. It says, invading one another, they shall not regard their king nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, because they're going to let this get to the point to where it's going to be, all chaos, And then they're going to bring in the power outages. They're going to bring in the cyber attacks. They're going to have the bank collapse. They're going to have the cities blocked off. You can't get in. You can't get out. Let these, to let all hell continue to bubble up and riot up, man. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. It's not going to be no 911 or no cops coming to the calls when all hell is breaking loose. People are going to have to take action into their own hands. People are going to have to, get together and band together to fight against the migrants. The migrants are going to have to band together to fight against the American citizens and vice versa. And all type of other hell is going to break loose. Race wars, food wars, lack of substance wars is going to be complete and utter chaos out here, man. It says, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because it's going to be, a time like there never was. Like I said, that's why Michael's going to have to stand up on the behalf of the elect, man. This is why we got to be dialed in and be, hoping that we're part of the elect to be shielded and delivered from all of this hell, man. And we see these elites playing a huge hand in orchestrating all this bullshit, but it's ultimately to fulfill prophecy and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? People's, people's going to be at each other's head. You're not going to know who to trust. People are, are going to be scared. People are going to be afraid. People are going to be desperate. People are going to be leery of one another. So it's just going to be a complete and utter chaotic scene, which is going to unfold here on Babylon the Great. And we know this is a huge way of how this shit is going to take place, man. So, hey, man, we all got to buckle up because, hey, these devils are about to let it get real wild and crazy out here. But we know ultimately it's the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, and if we're part of his elect, man, hey, we have nothing to fear, man. All right, our faith and trust is going to be in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai all the way through. All right. But hey, this society is getting ready to take a major dip, man. And like we've been saying, a lot of you proud ass women, a lot of you women, I don't need a man, Miss Independent, Miss he got to have a high value man, 8 figures. I don't, I'm Miss Independent. Hey, all that shit is about to go out the window when all hell breaks loose here in this society, man. And hey, and a lot of humbling and a lot of humbling is about to take place pretty soon here in this society, man. But hey. It is what it is, man. We just praying and hope that we're on that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on our side, and we've been doing everything, the right way, so that we can be delivered and protected, when all this shit truly breaks loose, man. So with that, I'm gonna close it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.